Hello again. Just when you thought it was safe to stay in, here comes the monologue man again. This time we're going to rejoin our old friend Noah. Last time we saw him, if you remember, he was paddling round the top of Blackpool Tower. But now it would seem he's somewhere out, I guess, in probably the Caspian Sea. Anyway, it's called The Hole in the Ark. One evening at dusk, Noah stood on his ark, putting oil in the starboard side lamp. His wife came along. "Noah, something's quite wrong. Our cabin is getting quite damp." Noah said, "Is that so?" Then he went down below and found it were right what she'd said. For there on the floor quite a puddle he saw. It was slopping round under t' bed. Said he, "There's an hole in the bottom somewhere. We must find it before we retire." Then he thought for a bit, and he said, "Aye, that's it. A bloodhound is what we require." So he went and fetched bloodhound from place where it lay, 'tween the skunk and the polecat it were. And as things there below were a trifle so-so, it were glad of a breath of fresh air. They followed the sound as it went sniffing round till at last they located the leak. 'Twere a small hole in the side about 2 inches wide, where a swordfish had poked through its beak. Oh, and by gum, how the wet squirted in through that hole. Well, young Shem, who was at sums expert, worked it out on his slate that it came at the rate of per gallon, per second, per squirt. The bloodhound tried hard to keep water in check by lapping it up with his tongue, but it came in so fast through that hole that at last he shoved in his nose for a bung. The poor faithful hound, he were very near drowned. They dragged him away none too soon, for the stream as it rose pushed its way up his nose and blew him up like a balloon. And then Mrs. Noah shoved her elbow into the hole and said, "It stopped, I believe," for they found very soon that she'd altered her tune, for the water had gone up her sleeve. When she saw as her elbow weren't doing much good, she said, "Noah, I have an idea. You sit on the leak, and by 'tend of the week, there's no knowing the weather may clear." Well, Noah didn't think much to this notion at all, but reckoned he'd give it a try. On the hole down he flopped, and the leaking all stopped, and all, except him, was quite dry. They took him his breakfast and dinner and tea, as day after day there he sat, till the rain was all past, and they landed at last on the top of old Mount Ararat. And that is how Noah got them all safe ashore. But ever since then, strange to tell, them as helped save the ark has all carried a mark, aye, and all their descendants as well. That's why the dog has a cold nose, and ladies cold elbows. And you'll also find, if you inquire, that that's why a man takes his coat-tails in hand and stands with his back to the fire.